What's going on? My name is Tyler and I work here at Thoroughbred Aviation Maintenance in Kentucky, and we just want to show a side of aviation that many of you don't get to see, and that's the maintenance aspect, both fixed wing and rotorcraft. So here in Kentucky, our main hangar and main maintenance operation, here we have two hangars, one maintenance and one avionics next door. Right now we have 18 aircraft in the hangar, and that would be 3 fixed wing and 15 rotorcraft. We kind of wanted to show what the maintenance life is like, whether that be a 100-hour for a Cessna 152 or a 12-month for a 206, and just kind of demonstrate a kind of disregarded aspect of aviation. So if I turn the camera around, show you guys what our hangar actually looks like. We have our fixed wing just kind of over on here, this side. We have Cessna and then 2 Beechcraft, so this one here and the one back there is getting an engine replacement. Here we have a 206L that we use for leasing purposes, for people to lease out and travel on their own accord. And we have a Schweitzer over here with an OH-58. But here we do a bunch of stuff. So whether that be sheet metal, avionics, right now we have police and government aircraft, whether that's this 58 here or a 500 Notar down there back in the corner, which is a really cool aircraft because there's only 11 left in the world. We also have the 120 here and then 2 OH-6s, but right now it is a slower period than we're used to. Obviously right now we have this monstrosity of a UH-60 Blackhawk. This one, if you have seen Heavy D's channel, this is his, and we are doing all the maintenance on it, the PMIs. It is about to be sent off to paint. Hopefully there will be updates on that soon, but for right now, this is the state it is in, because on his channel you haven't seen it in quite some time. Back here in this corner, you know, we have the A-Star 350, along with down there, if you can see it, a 206B on the cart. And these three, all these red, other than the maroon one over there, but these 3 red ones right here, they are all USDA, and one of our biggest customers, they actually use these in really interesting ways that we can get into later. These are here all the time, always needing maintenance. There's always something USDA in this hangar. Over here we have the police, Louisville Police, and their 500 Notar, a really interesting aircraft that only MD has only made or only has 11 left in the world, and you don't get to see these every day. And so that's what we're trying to show here. We're trying to show, you know, interesting aspects of aviation, whether that be, you know, the police and their FLIR system. This little ball system right here is their FLIR. It's how you see, you know, the infrared, how they track people or cars if you see in movies. They also have their spotlight on the side next to it. But the cool thing about this Notar is just how the pitch change mechanism works. It actually has no tail rotor, so the counterspin to the main rotor is actually all used by air in the back. And right now, it's waiting. This guy is waiting on an engine replacement, so it has been here for quite some time. You can see just back here where the engine goes kind of up at an angle almost, which is pretty cool to see in there. Could probably show one on one of these OH-6s. They're similar. But with the tail boom off right now, you get to see kind of just what it looks like. This metal silver box over here is our paint booth, where we do we paint small parts. We actually have a bigger paint shop in Big Sandy that we use, where we paint actually entire aircraft. But right now we have our painter, he's down here doing parts for the Black Hawk, and you can see he's primed all of it, and then it'll be sent to Big Sandy with the actual whole airframe of the 60 to our paint shop, or paint hangar, I guess, to get the final touches, get the final coat on, which will really end up being the final color and what it will finally look like. This 120 here is Airbus's 120, and has got really interesting feature about it. It is actually a very clean looking aircraft, and they have two, I believe, yeah, two 120s. Over here is one of their 086s along with a second one. They have a third back in the corner back there, I'll get to in a minute. But these also made by MD, just like the Notar. We can open up this back here just for a second. I can grab the latch down here, and you can see this engine inside. Just like the Notar, this one has the engine kind of at an angle, as opposed to, you know, the 120 or OH-58 or 206 that has it kind of how you'd expect at a level surface. Over here with this 350 A-Star, it's actually a pretty cool aircraft that we are transforming from air evac to now private use. This is a really cool 206 experimental. It is actually an entire OH-58, but has been converted into a 206A1. Has gotten a brand new engine, entirely new interior with new leather seats, felt interior, G1000 avionics. It's actually really interesting just how much has been done to this bird. It unfortunately leaves here on Thursday, and we don't really have the time to make a whole video on what has been done. But you can see the owner really has tried to make the bird a 206 in almost every way you can. Even here on the hydraulic cowling, if you can kind of see it, it says Bell 206 on the side. Even, you know, plastering the name along the side kind of helps, you know, others believe that it's actually a 206, but anybody who's around a 58 for long enough really knows that it's a 58. So going further back into the corner, you know, we have extra toolboxes, of course. You can never have too many tools here at a maintenance shop. This white and orange one is actually another USDA 206 that needs to be sent out. It is going to paint very, very soon. It's actually a cool process. I'll show later how we get it there. It doesn't actually fly there. We actually hook it up to a trailer, much like Heavy D showed in his I Bought a Black Hawk video. These two 086s here, both this silver one and the red one, it belongs to the USDA, but we are in the process of completely transferring this red one to the silver one. So all of the avionics has been nearly stripped out of this red one. Obviously there's still a bunch of stuff in the back, but as you can see, we have a bunch of stripped wires. Collective and cyclic are still here, of course, but if you look up in the ceiling, there's no chin bubbles, no, you know, circuit breaker panel, no nothing. All of that has been stripped out, and most of it is actually over here on this table. But it's gotten a lot of sheet metal work and still has a long way to go before it'll be actually airworthy. So yeah, I mean, this is our shop, and we plan to make videos going further on, you know, our whole operation here and the cool and interesting things that we do here. So for now, that's it. Hopefully real soon we'll have an engine video of the PMI process of the UH-60, but for now that is it. Thank you.